Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Victor Lopez with NewsWest 9. And as you know, the May elections are coming up in just a couple of days. There's a lot of things on local ballots that people need to pay attention to, and there's some big decisions that several of our people in our viewing area have got to make come Saturday. One of those things is a bond proposal for Odessa College. Joining me in the studio today is Dr. Gregory Williams, the president of Odessa College. Dr. Williams, thank you very much for joining us today. And we want to give you an opportunity to educate the people out there about this bond, what it's all about, and where we go from here. Very quickly, I do want to say Dr. Williams and I do go back a few years. I am an Odessa College alum, and I was already working here at NewsWest 9 when you came on as president of Odessa College. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you have seen just since you've been at OC.
Right. Victor, first of all, thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to be here with your viewers today. I remember, again, started in 2007, and the first, and I'd seen you on TV and all those things, and I remember you from when we were dealing with that defunding scare back in 2011. So I know you've been doing this for a long time. I appreciate your passion and the way you bring the information to us in our community. So thank you for your work. We've had a really good run at Odessa College. I'm in my 19th year. We've become one of the most effective community colleges in the United States. We've won many awards, accomplished many things. We've more than doubled the enrollment since I've been here. So, and highly acknowledged not only locally, but across the country as being very effective. The state of Texas recently passed House Bill 8, and I think they used Odessa College as a model for a lot of that. They interviewed us a lot and took in a lot of information. And we have been one of the highest performers under that funding model from the state of Texas. So we've had a really good run, and our goal is to communicate to the community, and what this Vision 2030 bond is about is letting the community know what we need in order to continue to be effective. That's what it's about, and the people have to make their own decisions, and I get that. But our goal is to communicate, to educate, and to be the very best. Our goal is to be the best community college in the nation because our community deserves that.
All right, now, like I said, I am an OC alum, and I remember what campus looked like when I was going to school there. And in your tenure, a lot of changes have already taken place. I drive by the campus and I don't recognize it anymore because it's like, wait, that didn't used to be, okay, that was something else. So a lot of changes have already come about since you've been at OC. What does Vision 2030 plan to change as we go into the future?
Vision 2030 allows us to take care of the great work we've done and what we're building on. If you recall, in 2010, we passed a bond at Odessa College, and it was one of the first ones in over 40 plus years, and we were able to put in some very much needed facilities and upgrade some things that were in disrepair. And if you think about it, Odessa College has been around for almost 80 years. So, and I'm thankful for those people who started Odessa College and this community for the work they did in that regard. But once you get to a certain age, it's time to replenish and replace in certain situations. So that's where we are. If we're going to continue to grow, if we're going to continue to be the best that we can be, then we need to communicate to this community what we need, and that's any governmental entity has to do that, because we stand on this community's shoulders. We would not be able to be the wonderful Odessa College that we are without this community, and I'm so proud to be a part of that, and I'm proud of them, and my job is to tell them what we need and for them then to make a decision.
Okay, so with that in mind, tell us a little bit about the amount that this bond proposal entails and what the improvements include if that bond is passed.
The total amount, Victor, is $325 million.
Okay.
In November, we came to the public and we asked for $355 million. We were able to cut that by $30 million. And so there were some of the things that we were going to ask for in the bond. We're going to do those things in a different way because we still have those needs. Our needs at this point are almost $500 million.
Okay.
That's what we need. In order to make Odessa College what it needs to be and have it at its peak performance, we need $500 million, but we know we can't ask for that. And this project is $332 million, but we're only asking the public for $325 million. There are a number of projects in that. There are 6 major building type, either new buildings or major renovations. And then there's infrastructure needs, because after 80 years, the pipes in the ground and all those things, the pipes in the building, they're starting to break, they're starting to malfunction. A number of things are end of life. So we'll take care of those things with those resources.
Okay, now I know you said that there are several new buildings, et cetera. What are just some of the more important ones that you plan to build?
That are part of this project, yes. First, let's begin with the workforce, because this is all about workforce. And I know we're going to talk to you about some buildings where you say, is that workforce? And yes, it is. And we'll speak to that. But first of all, there'd be a brand new workforce building where it would be a 4-story building that would mirror the new health sciences building that we were able to go knock on doors and fundraise for that building.
Wow.
The Wood Health Sciences building, the Wood family helped us, a number of other families. That was a $40 million project, and we knew it wasn't time to ask our public for that. We again knocked on doors, asked people for it, took it out of our budget. That is transformative. That is helping health education in our community tremendously, and it's a wonderful facility. So a part of this project across the street from that, we would have our new workforce building, a 4-story building, where you're going to put in a lot of the new technologies, but you're going to have welding in that building, and you're going to have instrumentation, and you're going to have electrical services, and you're going to have some computer cybersecurity programs and things of that sort, and you're going to have building trades and all those things that go into that facility. That would be one, and there's also a downtown project. You've seen the
Yes.
downtown green space, which is a wonderful
nice
facility where we attract and support our community through that space. We would have a new business building at that space where not only will we have the instruction in the business area, but we will have some spaces for incubation, for business incubation. We'll have spaces where you could do short-term startups, so that you could get, and again, that's the workforce building. So the downtown building, on that first floor, we would have some storefronts so that you could, Victor, if you wanted to start a business, we'd say if you want a 6-month or 1 year start, we'd help you get that and then help you transition out. So we want to, and you could take advantage of downtown Odessa, which is what we're trying to grow and develop. So that would be a second facility. Then we bring you back to campus. And we have 2 facilities that are for what I'd say are for the young people or for the babies. One is a child care center. The Fine Arts Center now, we would quadruple the size of that, and because it's needed so tremendously. We don't serve enough people. We can't serve enough people now because of our limitations with facilities. But not only do we need to go from serving maybe 100 to 400, but we need to prepare more teachers. Right. So that they can then become entrepreneurs and they can open up more businesses, because we live in a child care desert, and we need much more of that. So the current fine arts facility would be revamped into that new child care center. And we have 2, as you know, we have 2 early college high schools on our campus. Right. Both are A-rated, 2 of the highest performing schools with ECIHD, great partnerships with them. And we would renovate a current building there that we have now, and we would put those 2 early college high schools in those facilities.
Okay.
So that would be wonderful. And then in addition to that, we have 2 other performance type buildings and celebration centers. One would be for visual and performing arts, where we can bring all of that together. Our current performing arts space is Dedrick Auditorium. And Dedrick is over 75 years of age.
Yes, it is.
It was at end of life about 5-6 years ago, and we're helping to keep it going. But, and again, and think about this, how thankful we are that in the late 40s, early 50s, someone brought a space like that to our community that we've all used, and it's the space. When we talk about workforce education, it's about it's about competition. We're going to have some 8th graders there in that building today, and we're competing for them to come to college somewhere. We're competing for those 8th graders.
Already at 8th grade.
8th grade, we're competing, and the competition is not only will they go to school in other places. You think about that, but the biggest competitor is the couch. The biggest competitor is them deciding not to do anything and not to be educated and not to take advantage of what we have. So when you bring them into that space, you want them to be excited. You want them to say, Odessa College is a place where I can go and I want to stay in this community and I want to grow this community. The other space would be around the physical performance, and that would be replacement for our current sports center. Current sports center, over 40 years of age, looks great from the street.
It does.
But it looks great.
I remember when that building was built.
I get it, and so do I. I was here at that time when it was built. Looks great. It's starting to age out. It's starting to, the pipes are starting to break and those kinds of things. But what makes it where we can't renovate it the way we would like to is we have a wonderful Olympic-sized swimming pool, or almost Olympic-sized swimming pool. That pool is over 40 years of age. Pools don't last that long. We need to totally replace that pool. If we're going to have a pool like, and we don't have many, but if we're going to have a pool like that in our community, it has to be replaced. If we do that, then we have to completely fix the building from an ADA standpoint.
Right.
We have to bring it up to code, American Disabilities Act. And once you do that, and once you replace the pipes, which are starting to break, our women's basketball team, they were preparing to go to nationals, and a pipe burst, and a sewer pipe burst, and sewage comes down and ruins the locker room.
Ooh.
Days before they were leaving to go to nationals. So, and we've had it where we'll have a pipe burst and we ruin the floor. Beautiful basketball floor, and we put in maybe 4 or 5 of those for, beautiful court. Pipe burst, we have to replace it because, again, that building is aging out, and our architects advise us that if you're going to replace the pool, which our community uses tremendously, if you're going to replace the pool and come up to standard from an ADA standpoint and repair all the infrastructure, you might as well build a new one. And that's why when people say, well, why are they doing that? We didn't decide. We had those kinds of facilities 70 years ago at Odessa College, and then we replaced those with the sports center. And now we're at a point where we have to find a replacement for the sports center because it's aging out, and that's it. And and you'd be surprised, Victor, how many students, their first experience at Odessa College is either in the sports center or at Dedrick, because that's where you bring large numbers of 8th graders,
right,
6th graders, 10th graders, 12th graders. That's where you bring them, and that's the way they experience Odessa College. And again, it's competition, and we're recruiting. We need to get them excited about education, and we've been able to do that. And if we're going to meet the numbers that we're supposed to meet in the future, we have to keep that engine going.
Okay, now that is just a brief skim off the top of the renovations and whatnot that you've got planned with this bond.
And forgive me, finally, that last thing, number 7, would be infrastructure things, pipes,
right,
roads, those kinds of things, making sure everything, parking lots, making sure everything's
of course,
up to speed.
If you got people coming into a new facility, you want them to...
Yeah, chillers. That's kind of important in West Texas, right? Chillers.
Oh, yeah.
Half of our campus now is running on portable chillers.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
Half.
Okay.
Because they're in disrepair, we have to replace them.
You have to replace them.
Yeah, we're at that point. So we have portable chillers now, cooling half of our campus.
Wow. Okay, so obviously the need is there. Anybody that has been on that campus anytime in the last 20, 30 years would see that. There's a lot of support. There actually is a lot of support for this bond. One of those actually coming from the Odessa Chamber of Commerce. What is the buzz? What are you hearing out on the street about your proposal?
A lot of positives, because I think people respect what we've done, right? And I think that's important. They know that we're trying to be the very best community college in the country. And that's not something that's done to pat ourselves on the back or about adulation. That's really about each individual person having an opportunity to live his or her dreams. That's what Odessa College is about. And I think that's why you get the support of the chamber, because they know that they're trying to recruit businesses to come here. And a strong Odessa College helps to build a strong Odessa and a strong West Texas. Because, Victor, I was coming in from the airport the other day, and I noticed that it was full as we were doing. And I'm like, things are changing.
Oh,
here.
yes.
I mean, Odessa,
yes.
Midland, things are changing. This is our moment. And Odessa College it plays a key role. If we're going to attract businesses, if we're going to prepare people for that next 200,000 jobs that are projected to come in the next 50 years, we have to do our part. And we're letting you know what we need in order to do our part.
Okay, and one last thing, Dr. Williams, because I know you have a busy agenda. People can actually see renderings of the buildings and everything that's going to be done. Take a look at some numbers. Where can they go to get more information aside from watching this interview? Right,
go to the Odessa College website, Vision 2030, and we'll give you all of that information that we have, the current renderings. We have more coming. We have the workforce building, that one we have rendered. We've started work on the downtown one, but the others, we're waiting to see what our community says about that. But we can give you all the details, all the financials for each one. Again, go to our website and Vision 2030.
And I looked at that website just the other day, and there's a short video that has a map showing where all of these new buildings, facilities will be located.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
So we encourage people to go look. This is all about, I mean, there are no surprises. We've cut back on some of the things that we wanted to do. We're not trying to ask for everything. This would cost the average taxpayer an additional $14 to $15 per month. And we get that. That's real money, but we see it as an investment. And that's what we want you to see us as an entity that helps with police, that helps with emergency responders, that helps with fire and rescue for sure, nursing. We are a good investment for our community. So again, the community has to decide about this bond, but regardless of any of that, we want you to be proud of your Odessa College.
All right, Dr. Williams, thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget that Election Day is on Saturday. For more information on Vision 2030, just go to the Odessa College website. That's where you can find all the information you need. So we are going to call it a day for now. Again, Election Day, Saturday, May 3rd. Go on to the website to get all you need to know. And polls will be open on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll get complete election coverage right here on NewsWest 9. Thank you for joining us.